used to get nervous about coming to Monaco in January before I'd even driven the new car. Have you given it any thought at all?
No, I'm nervous. I know what it's like driving up towards Casino. How brave can you be on the entry? And the entry is the key, so...
Well, we haven't even made it to turn one, and we've already had an incident. Look at that, we've got a van burned out. That's right on the racing line, isn't it? You know, that is going to have done a bit of damage.
Aye, that's right on the apex, DC. Yeah, I know.
Hopefully that'll be the only fire we see in Monaco this weekend. Here we have what's going to be one of the most iconic bits of racetrack anywhere in the world. This is the entry to Casino Square. Now, Casino Square is actually about another 150 metres on a constant radius way round the back of the Hotel de Paris. But this is where the tricky bit really starts, because you're arriving here at about 175 miles an hour, and you can't actually see your braking point, can you?
No. We all saw how crucial this was last year to Fernando's race. He had an accident here in FP3 on the Saturday morning, lost his qualifying session. So, you know, you need to build yourself up slowly and make sure your last lap in qualifying is the one that you attack here the hardest.
Casino Square, the most recognisable image of any Grand Prix track, I'm sure. How important, if at all, is the history of Monaco? It's the 69th Grand Prix here. Does it matter, or is it just another race for you?
No, it's not got to matter in a sense that the preparation is the same. But, you know, this is where it happens. This is the most famous complex on a Formula 1 calendar. You know, you think of the stars that went through this place year by year, day by day.
Well, I need a dollar.
I'm now feeling good because this section to Mirabeau is downhill, so I think I can hold my own on the walk-off with Paul. In fact, I might break out into a run. There's a nice manhole cover there for you to avoid. The key thing is an early turn then. If you're too far away from it, you've just lost a chunk of time. The key here is absolutely getting your tyre up against the Armco.
Yeah, you have to, and I think, you know, it's one of these corners you've got to make sure you get in. If you get stuck out there, you know, you've got a tyre wall on the exit that compromises it.
Famously, this is where Ayrton Senna crashed his McLaren when he had, I don't know, half a lap's lead. His apartment was just there, so he got out of the car and they didn't see him for a couple of days. Only Singapore is another track where you have an underpass which only goes under a grandstand. But here in Monaco, you've got a full-on tunnel. About 100 yards from the exit of the tunnel, we're approaching the braking point for the chicane, and the sort of angle that you'll be at is down here. You cannot see the chicane at all.
No, you know, you definitely can't see the apex. You aren't going to see that until about the 100-metre board, and you're going to be well and truly on the brakes by then in downshift, and so, you know, you need to make sure your initial response to that is correct.
This is the best overtaking position, surely, on the track.
Yeah, it's the widest point. It's probably the most straightforward. But after a blind entry, there's always a bit of risk.
So we've come on a Rascasse. Traditionally, you see everyone struggling for traction out of that turn. We can see very carefully perched on the top of the Armco there, the red and white cone, which actually tells you where the apex is, because it really falls away this corner.
Yeah, and the other thing is how narrow it is and then how wide it becomes when you come out. You know, you are aiming for the pit wall.
Now, the thing that I think is remarkable about this is the fact that that is your start-finish straight, and there is nothing straight about it. It's going to be one of the twistiest sections on the track.
There is, and you can see where the last cars are going to start the Grand Prix by the lines, and they are definitely not going to be able to see the lights for the start of the race. All you can hope is track position is key.
You're not going to have to worry about not seeing the lights, are you?
I hope not.
We wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.